Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this third leg of, well, fourth leg if you count the interview of the not 24-hour. Don't do that to yourself, Scrat. 13-hour Academy Day. Before we go around and say hello to all of these wonderful people around the screen, please take a moment to check out the following links, including our social links: Discord, Twitter, YouTube. Discord, a fun place where you can come and talk about TTRPGs, including this one. Twitter, send me a DM, and I will send you the form about joining a game, which I'll be releasing publicly as soon as everything's finished breaking around me, and I have 5 minutes. That's when I'll release it. And YouTube, we have thousands of hours of content over there, so feel free to head on over and check out all of the stuff going down. We do have a tweet. I'll update that very soon because that tweet right there is not actually the tweet. That's the tweet for the last tweet. So let me just retweet the tweet and then I'll get the tweet done. And yeah, sponsors. Please check out our sponsors. Hero Forge. All of your miniature needs. On Wednesdays at 2 p.m. EST, you can see us creating some of these virtually using their new beta tool. It's a lot of fun. If you look in the Discord, there is a Painting in the Forge channel in the curriculum where we've already made 4 or 5, including minis of me and Alice. Tons of fun. Also, check out Dungeon Fog. Dungeon Fog, where you can go and make maps and you can share them or print them. As you update the maps and add elements, the DM notes update automatically. If you like the look of the free tool, you can update to premium with a 10% discount using the code Scratticus. Next, Mageham Press. You can find Mageham Press here on Tuesdays when we play through their Faith Folio content at 6 p.m. EDT.
It's
Wednesdays. Time is a lie. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EDT, when we play the Faith Folio in Downside Up, DM'd by Mackenzie, which is how she is so knowledgeable and when it is. Yeah, there's 25% off on all their PDFs at the minute, so check that out. Last but most certainly not least, the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many Things. We play Humblewood on Thursdays at 6 p.m. EDT. We also have the Deck of Many available as a donation reward. Would we throw that at new DMs? Yes, we would. Paladin, have I warned you about that? No, I haven't. But hey, it is behind a 100-pound sound barrier though, so hopefully you'll be okay. I say tempting chat. I wouldn't complain. Let's go around and say hello to everyone, starting with our DM of the session, HTTPaladin.
Did you really just dab as you're introducing me? I'm going to adjust some of these numbers to be a little higher. Hi, everyone. I'm HTTPaladin Online. I'm the co-director for the Islands of Sina Una, and this is my first time GMing online on stream. So I hope I provide an entertaining 3 hours.
Fantastic. I know you will. This is going to be great. Do you want us to introduce characters, or would you like us to do that in-game?
In-game, please.
In-game. Then we shall carry on clockwise around the screen and go next to Mackenzie Lane.
Oh, hi. I'm Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. I'm an independent TTRPG content creator, so you can see my stuff over on D&D Beyond with MCDM as lead writer for the Islands of Sina Una, as the DM for Downside Up on Wednesdays, as we mentioned previously, and a bunch of other stuff because this train has no brakes, y'all. Most recently, I did an interview with the Plot Hooks podcast where we talked about the process of creation, from creating an entire setting all the way down to how I create my characters for games like these. As well as small subclasses and other small items. If you want to check that out, I've retweeted the link on my Twitter, which is at Mackenzie Lane DA. It was super fun. It was an amazing conversation, and I would love it if you checked it out because I'm a narcissist. I'm kidding. I'm not. But also, look, please check it out. It's cool. Yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mackenzie. If you have any links, feel free to chuck them in chat. I've chucked in your Twitter and Twitch. Yeah. Next around the screen, we have Super Dylan. And am I right in thinking that Twitch has changed to Super Dylan as well? I see a Super Dylan in the chat.
I finally changed it to Super Dylan from Femsplained because Femsplained has been on hiatus and I've just been going under it. But I am Diana. I'm Super Dylan everywhere, officially, Twitter and Twitch and all of the places. I do a myriad of odd tabletop RPG related things, but the most important right now is that I wrote a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition setting based on Neverland from Peter Pan, which is releasing next week. So I don't know how to handle the fact that that's done. So I'm just perpetually yelling about it from now until indefinitely. So that's me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Next around, we have Crit Charisma Kaya.
Well, hey everybody. My name is Kai Gasson. I go by Crit Charisma on the Twitter sphere. I mainly just live here on the Scratticus channel. I run a game on Tuesdays in the light of the moon. It's a Monster of the Week, werewolf, fun, whatever. I'm pretty stoked to just kind of be able to relax, play some D&D tonight with some amazing humans.
Fantastic. Lastly, you already know me. And I'm really glad that Paladin chose for us to introduce our characters in game, because it gives me a few more precious minutes to create the bloody thing. So, without much further to do check out our content warning. It covers most of the things there. Remember, it's not a bingo card. We're not trying to hit them all. These are just things that we would be comfortable with if they crop up. So be aware that we could come across these things. Without any further ado, let's hand over to Paladin.
Hello, everyone. Let me just switch up the music. Hello. 30 years ago, there was a monster known as the Lord of Stone. And from it, mankind and the mortal race is panicked. And in their panicked state, summoned a thing that is now only known as the Nemesis. After the Lord of Stone was gone, they had to remove the Nemesis as well. But the damage it did to people and lineages and land still pervade. In this time of wanton peace and society still reconnecting, it's become a shame that the Arkstrom Academy, located in the city of Verostorm, has been taken over. As you approach this spire of learning, you look high in the sky and see fragments of it floating up in the air. You see vines wrapping around this spire, both at the base and its crumbling top. And through the clouds, you see this winged eel-like creature fading in and out of the clouds. As you look down, you look at nodding, tangled vines, sharp and barbed and weaving down and down further and further, until you come into a ruined courtyard. Rubble from the academy strews this entire field, and just outside of its gate, you see the students and what remains of the faculty. As you approach, one member of the faculty, a very old, very disheartened-looking turtle, greets you. Are you the ones we sent for? What do you all look like?
I'll go first. Vinrora is a tall, stocky, full-blooded wood elf. She has long, multicolored hair. It's like grays and blues that loop over to the side while the whole side of her head has been shaved. She has very yellow, animalistic canine eyes, and her teeth have been sharpened to look more like a woven canine. She stands about 6'2", wearing fitted leather pants and a leather jacket with like a bodice. At her hip, she holds 2 hand axes, and then strapped to her back is a gnarly-looking greatsword. She'll just kind of nod to everyone.
Standing kind of in the back of the group, but she's a bit tall enough to be seen over everyone, probably. Aiden is a half-orc with sort of like a paler, like greenish to her skin tone. She's not particularly muscular, even though she's a little bit big. One of her tusks is a bit flattened down, and she's got lots of like little scrolls of paper kind of hanging on twines that are hanging from pretty much everywhere, like on a belt across her chest and a necklace around her neck, just kind of everywhere on her.
Alia is about slightly taller than average, maybe 5'9", 5'10", half elf with this sort of dark coppery tan skin, short hair kind of pulled into a top knot. She's wearing this red leather armor that's sleeveless and 2 bracers that cover her arms, armored boots, no visible weapon, a couple visible weapons on her, but they're all very small, a couple daggers at her hip, nothing big. One eye is silver, the other is gold, and her entire right arm, instead of being made out of flesh, is made out of sort of jagged bits and chunks of reddish black stone, sort of moving like they are under her control, very much naturally, but definitely made out of stone. And sort of as she moves, you can see the little bits of it glow with sort of this reddish energy, though she handles it like it is a natural extension of her. Scrat, you're muted.
Leaf is an elf, an Eladrin, in fact. They're currently in winter mode, so I'm sort of seeing them like Jack Frost or any of them other animated films, where their skin is like that light blue color, their hair is white, all of their features are very wintry. And I know my party asked me to build a healer, so this person is dressed in like fur garments and scraps of cloth. There's a giant great club across their back and a hand axe at their side, and all of the furs are dark, and their fringe hangs across their face. They look kind of, you know, like, think medieval death metal fan, but winter.
I love it.
The turtle looks at the 4 of you and asks, "Are you the ones we sent for?"
I believe so.
Yes, I did not know others were coming, but sure.
He pauses for a moment, trying to stop himself from coughing, from something is wrong with his lungs. And he looks towards the gate. "None of us can go inside anymore. None of us can go into the gate. The Chancellor's still in there somewhere. I don't know if he's alive or dead, but if he's there, then we have to get him out."
Of course. What can we do to help?
Aiden, you were muted there. Did you say something?
How much do you know about what happened here?
Little. The students, they saw someone ushering them out, and they say they were elves, but they were wrong. But I woke up out here in the snow, and I don't see some of my friends. I don't see the Chancellor. We needed someone to go inside, because we can't. We need someone to go inside and find out who is doing this.
Sorry, why do you believe we'll be safe in there?
I don't. And I wouldn't risk a stranger's life, but I can't risk my own. Literally. I have tried to teleport in, but each time they take a little piece of me out.
Alia will wink her silver eye and use her invocation to cast Detect Magic and just sort of survey the area.
You cast Detect Magic, and slowly you see this very pungent-looking green aura surrounding the campus field. And you see it emanating around and twisting around the Tower of Vines.
Just...
I don't know what we could offer you for payment, but whatever we can, once this is done, we will.
Can I identify what school of magic it is?
Yes, you recognize it as Conjuration.
Okay.
Then Roar will just walk over to the person and hand them her water skin.
The turtle reaches up and takes it and starts to drink. Slowly at first, then deep gulps until it's empty.
I won't speak for anybody else, but it's just to assist. It's my duty. I require no payment. Is there anything else you can tell us that might help us on our way a little bit more?
You see, he's struggling very hard to try and focus his thoughts, but he can't get fully coherent.
Point the way.
He looks at...
There is a lot of disturbance over the field and up on the tower. Did anyone notice anything coming from the field when you were all evacuating?
Just that those vines were there.
Are they not normally there?
No. Arkstrom is made from mithril and stone, not... not this. You see, he's trying very hard to keep himself just here in the now.
Shall we maybe talk to someone else? We might want to give his voice a bit of rest.
Take a canteen from my hip. Take a drink, friend. You need to stay hydrated. Hydrate.
He reaches up for the canteen and grabs it very carefully, very gingerly in both of his pads and drinks from it again, slowly, then in deep gulps until the canteen is empty.
Damn, dude, you were thirsty.
You see him nod and thank you.
Rest now. We'll take it from here, I guess.
Yes.
So what do you four do?
I would like to go up to, is it Alia?
Oh, yeah.
Alia. Sorry, I would like to Alia seemed to know a little bit more about what's going on. Alia, sorry.
No problem. What is it?
Just, do you think it'll be safe for us to go in there?
Probably not, given looking at everyone else. But we kind of do not have a choice, so we are going to go in anyways.
Huh. Right. Good.
I mean, if you look at the sky, and you look at the field, and you look at the professor who is coughing off his lungs, this is probably bad.
I do agree. It does seem bad.
There is a 90% chance that this is bad. There is a 10% chance it's just seasonal allergies, but you know.
I suppose it would not be safe to take those odds. Where do you think we should start? Should we try to get more information first?
Are the students still around? Did the students know we were coming, or have they been?
There's a sizable crowd of young men and women, some of them reaching to their equivalent 30s, I would say, because different races, different ages, are spread out in front of the gates of the campus. You see a few older members, which you can assume are faculty, but everyone right now is just staring up at the tower.
Why don't you go ask around? I am going to see where this little conjuration aura is coming from.
Sure.
I will go I'm gonna go try and use my detect magic and see if I can locate the source of it, or where it's coming from.
That's a good plan, and I'll talk to people. Good plan.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah, totally good.
Is that all right with you, one with the pointy teeth? Or do you want to go investigate with me?
You're muted.
You are muted.
I am speechless. Whatever is needed, I can keep an eye out on everybody. Look to see if there's any dangers.
Do you like talking to people, or do you like looking at dangerous things and seeing, oh, can I hit it?
I'm a bit good at both, actually.
What about you, person who said died right, and I cannot even fathom why?
I'll come and help you investigate.
Alright, I guess that leaves you, pointy teeth one, on the talking duty?
Are we splitting up, or are we going together?
I figure if two of us go and gather information and the other of us try and find the source, we can combine information and hopefully finish this before lunchtime. Because I'm hungry.
Okay. I'll go and investigate with the other one, you, Asian.
Thank you. Yes,
Yep.
Great.
I've got your back.
Great, that's good to know. Excellent. Let's go talk to the students.
The
them.
little ones or the big ones? The little ones?
Oh, I'm bad at telling ages, but I guess maybe the bigger looking ones first. They probably know more.
The big ones, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Off we go.
Okay.
And I will take Leaf with me to follow the trail of green glowy detect magic-y thingamabob stuff. Technical term?
Technical term. Is it selected from the first time you cast it?
Yeah, I mean, I can also cast it at will, so it's just sort of like
Okay.
blink.
Trying to get a better vantage eye on this aura, you can tell that it just blankets over the entire campus field.
What is the field? Can we get closer to the field? Can we journey? Like, how far away is it from where we are?
The campus gate is about 20 feet from you.
Okay. Is there anything on the gate that's pinging?
No.
Okay.
So where do you want to start your investigation?
Well, it looks like everything is behind that gate, but they were saying that when they tried to cross the gate, it hurt them, so we maybe want to figure out why before chucking ourselves across.
Can we see through the gate?
Yes.
I mean, one of the abilities I guess I have when I'm feeling kind of cold. Is a Fey step. I'm not reading this out of my book for the first time, okay? I know exactly what this ability does. I've definitely used it before.
That
I
is
can-
the one where you can teleport?
Yeah, to an unoccupied space.
Didn't you hear the professor say that teleporting left his lungs sort of coffee? Coughing and, generally destructive.
Yeah, maybe that's not a good idea.
I mean, you're more than welcome to if you would like. I can also
No,
just...
I like my lungs.
Really? Because I cannot hear you using them.
You wouldn't understand.
I will, this is me casting Mage Hand, but it looks like essentially my hand just my non-flesh hand just detaches from my arm and just sort of lightly sails across the threshold to see if anything happens.
As you cross the threshold of the campus...
I don't cross it, my hand does.
Oh, your hand does?
Just my hand.
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Okay. I can. If I find my sheet first, hold up.
Both or just Mac?
Just Mac.
Okay, cool.
Sure. Did it go? It did go. That is a 23.
You put your hand through, and instantly it is blistering cold, and you
Okay.
shove your hand back out before you can cause any damage.
Okay, well, I found out why we cannot cross. That is cold.
I love the cold.
Okay, go walk through then.
Hang on, let me just. I'm just gonna quickly consult my book. And he does actually have a book. He has a tome. He is packed of the tome, so he does have a tome that he consults. As I desperately figure out, oh shit, I don't think it actually gives me anything, does it? No, I'm just wintry looking, and I can teleport. No, I don't actually have anything to do with the cold. I just like the cold.
It's just all lyrics from My Chemical Romance.
Just
And
cold
Green Day.
song.
I like it
All
when
American
the weather
Rejects.
reflects my internal temperature.
Blue October.
Welcome to the Black Parade.
Yep. Ding.
But look, even if we can't get through this gate, I think we should carry on.
Hey, Paladin, you may not need to make any encounters. We might just die from pun.
Yes.
Yep. Ask me about my tragic backstory.
Venora and Aiden, what are you two doing?
So what I would like to do, sticking very close with Honora as well, Venora, sorry, I would like to kind of approach, the first student that we see that doesn't look occupied or looks, at all with it at this moment. And I want to walk up to them and say, excuse me, did you see the elves?
This Goliath looks down at you. I think I saw an elf.
Yeah, well, right. Did it look like a normal elf? And I'll look to see if there are elves around. Did it look like elves usually look?
No, not like he looks at Yuvanor and goes, her, and it well, she has eyes.
Sorry, it didn't have eyes?
Well, it had eyes, but they weren't eyes.
Were they like the sockets were empty, or
No, it was bright.
their eyes were bright?
Yeah,
Like they glowed?
yeah.
What color?
One of them had blue, one of them had white. I think. No, I don't know if it was the eyes or if they were casting magic, but I couldn't see the eyes.
When you saw them, were they running, walking, doing anything, behaving in a particular way?
I was saying like you know when you go to a temple and you say some stuff to someone and they say you're forgiven. They were saying they were saying you're forgiven, and then they teleported me out here.
Were their eyes glowing only to look through you?
What do you mean?
Did you ever notice a moment when they weren't glowing, or were they almost studying people with them?
I mean, I woke up to him saying it, and before I could grab my staff, I was out here.
Did you feel anything, like an intrusion in your mind?
No, I felt the brickwork when I landed on it.
So effectively, these elves saved you, then?
I mean, sorta. We won't hurt like professor over there. He's all torn up.
Do you know of any other entrances into the school?
No. Our Oxstrom's very, very tight on only the one entrance. We have pathways inside the tower to other places, but with the vines going everywhere, I'm not sure if they're gonna hold.
Are the vines part of the school's defense system, or is that something new?
We had a garden. We had some flowers, but that was it.
Okay. Aiden, did you have any other questions? Oops, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all right. Did they go anywhere after, or they just, you saw them and they, have any of them come out here, is what I mean?
No. Are you the fool that you're going inside?
Maybe.
Listen. My girlfriend's sister's still in there, and she's gonna be awful hurt if she at least doesn't know what happened to her.
What's her name?
I think Delvin. Delvin's her name.
Delvin. What she looked like, and you know, we probably won't be able to find her in all likelihood, you know, considering
but
probably
of course,
not good.
We'll try our absolute best.
We'll definitely keep our eyes open.
Well, she's tall, not as tall as me, but kind of tall like you. Long ears, some slick back hair, you know. I mean, I guess the word is hobgoblin.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, you know, we'll keep our fingers crossed on that one.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, How long ago did this all happen?
About 2 days ago.
What are you all still doing here?
Waiting for anything to happen.
Suit yourselves. Okay.
Some of us don't have anywhere else to go, ma'am.
Gotcha. Sorry about that.
Hopefully we can get you all back to your homes soon.
Thank you.
She'll just smile, her sharp canine smile.
The Goliath smiles weakly. You can see different runes carved on different teeth of his.
Like his style.
I don't. It hurts.
Why'd you do it?
I don't know. Better than keeping on my skin.
Are those the only two options?
As far as I know.
Who taught you how to do that?
Sister, my girlfriend.
What's it do?
Well, if I get hit in the mouth, I can blow out fire.
Oh, that's wicked cool.
Thank you.
Ever thought about joining entertainment?
No, I don't want to get hit in the mouth.
Fair.
Yeah, that's smart. Don't get hit. That's
Why would I willingly get hit in the mouth for entertainment?
Yeah, no, he's right.
I mean, the money could be good. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
Thank you.
Do you have anything else that perhaps would help us on our way?
I think I heard howling before I got put out here. So look out for wolves.
Oh, wolves. Thank you.
I'm gonna walk away.
Bye. I'll follow Hayden.
Do one of those. Oh, Venora. Well,
you can just call me Roar.
Roar. Nice to meet you. All these people are so dead.
It's not great, but it could be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Have we finished shoving our hands through the very cold gate?
Yes.
Oh yes, these people are very, very dead.
Yeah, so, did you figure out a way in?
There is something that is, when I stuck my hand through the gate and it was, really cold. There's some sort of defense or charm over the premises. I don't know if it's just through the gate or if it goes up higher, but
cold through the gate is a testament to the feel of this place.
Well, let's see what we can do about that. I don't know if I can.
Am I getting a magic read off the gate, or is it
not off the gate itself, just the field?
Mm-hmm.
Can we reach the field through the gate?
Yeah. The field is about 30 feet across to the main gate of the tower.
Ah, okay. So there is something around the field, but I cannot get through the gate, so that is a problem.
And it's cold in there?
It's cold and it kind of hurts, and I could not pass through. It was ow.
Do you want me to break it? That's about all I've got.
I mean, look, I know like a million spells. Believe me, I keep telling my patrons, stop giving me spells, but my book just gets fuller and fuller and fuller. I could No, it's probably not a good idea.
Well, now I'm curious.
Yeah, now you have to share with the class.
Well, I just thought maybe I could If it's magic, then the field is spelled, right? So maybe I could dispel it.
A novel idea.
That sounds like a great
That
idea.
is fantastically brilliant. Why don't you go try? My mind is so blown.
Yep.
Gonna approach the field.
All right.
This is the only reason I have this item. I'm gonna say Arcanus, and just float a little way into the air. I'm going to minor illusion a blue glow all around me. Raise my hands up high. And cast Dispel on the field.
Using the area option.
Yeah, the Arcanus was my word to activate my winged boots.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try like a simple level 3 Dispel.
All right.
Test
Can you
it.
make? Yep.
Oh no, wait,
Can
hang
you
on a minute. No, wait, hang.
please-
I'm a warlock. 9th level warlock. What kind of spell do I? Is it 5th at the 9th level?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I always forget that warlock's different.
Warlock is weird.
Which
I
is why
have
we love
never
them.
played a warlock in my life.
It
Can't
is
help ya.
weird. What?
It's like, hey, everything you know about magic using.
It's
What level are you casting at?
5th.
Let's see.
I can
a
only
warlock.
cast at 5th.
Yeah.
Okay. So please make the check.
Boom. That's
That
not
is
a
not
check.
a check.
Oh please.
You also
Um,
have an advantage if you would like to use it.
I do. Yes. Good point. What does that actually say?
Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability score, ability
Okay.
modifier.
Oh, interesting. You can't roll those from that sheet. Cool. So I guess just charisma check. Boom.
Yep.
22.
You cast spell magic out onto the field, and you see it hit this barrier, this threshold just beyond the gates. And you see it land somewhere beyond it. But for a moment, you see this circle opening up in the air just beyond the gate. And through it, you see a version of the campus field covered in frost and snow. And it blasts out cold air onto the people who are outside of the gates. Could everybody make me a dexterity saving throw?
What if I do not want to?
That's a shame then.
I say as a rogue.
Jesus.
Do I see this coming?
Yes.
Woohoo!
He made a very big show of it.
I got a natural 20.
So did
am
I.
Hey!
Gotta love that barbarian advantage.
This is all my luck for the session, all right now.
So it looks like everybody made their save. Please take 5 points of cold damage.
Cool, damn it.
Oh, I get none because evasion.
Evasion, yep.
I unfortunately get 5 points. Ooh. Yeah. All right.
After a few moments of this cold air blasting out, you see that circular rip close back up.
Well, wait, that worked.
I mean, it was a little snowy.
Right, but it worked.
Sorry, sometimes I don't know the extent of my powers.
Oh god.
I don't think that was what you thought was.
My
The
patron works
magic
in
is.
amazing ways.
I do not care.
Very, very mysterious ways indeed. Shall we? Is
When
it safe? Ooh, go ahead.
when that happened, if I had detect magic still up, what did it look like?
When that rip showed up, you could see beyond it, and there was no more green on the field.
Okay.
But when the rip closed itself back up, you saw only green again.
Mm.
So whatever you did made a little headway into whatever magic is covering that field. But it is all our headway is lost now. So
So it's back up again?
from what I can tell.
Right. But it did work, and if we do have to go in there, which we're all operating under the assumption that we do have to go in there, is that the case?
Is
I
it?
believe so. That is what we were hired to do.
Mm-hmm.
Hired loosely because we are not getting paid. It is just the sweet satisfaction of doing a job well done, yada yada yada.
Uh-huh.
Is it
Could
a
I
field that
get-
we're walking through or walking on?
It is like a cloud that is hanging over the field. It makes it look normal, but there is actually a bunch of cold air and cold magic hovering over it.
Could I get perception checks from everybody?
Sure.
Okay, dokie.
I'm muted, that's why. Whilst I have the boots still activated, can I, in super slow motion, really slow flying speed, we're talking like 1 foot per 6 seconds, just
Sure.
float upwards, and then test at higher levels?
Sure.
Did it go? It is not rolling for me. Can you please?
It's a 17 for Venrora.
Oh, that is a 7. I got very bad. It is duality of man.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I hate it when you say it in that accent.
Mm-hmm.
And Venrora, what'd you get?
17.
17?
Oh, it's lagging. Sorry. Yeah, hold on.
Venrora and
Going.
Leaf, as that tower was closing up, you saw that the tower gates were opened. And you swear you saw someone standing in the entrance laughing.
Oh. Well, I believe prey lies beyond that door, and it's just gonna keep recasting whatever fuckery is going to hurt us.
Are they flying? Point at Leaf.
You know, I'm not surprised. But yes.
Real slow-mo. Real slow.
As you point this out, Alia, you see the teachers, the faculty, and the students look up and start shouting to come down. They're panicking at that he's flying up.
Hey, person I apparently do not understand, and never will. You might want to come down?
I was done testing anyway.
Okay, I was just trying to help, but you can fine.
Slow-mo,
just-
really slow coming down.
Oh my
Like
God.
like the lowering of a body into a grave.
Leaf, as you start flying down, just over your head, lightning strikes, missing you.
I played cool.
That did look cool, admittedly. But yeah, stay on the ground, please.
Turns out there's a lot of magic around here.
Oh my God, really? I did not know.
I feel as though we're gonna have to brute force this.
I think I was more thinking along the lines of speed, but yes, I think you're also very right too. Roar.
If you are all deciding to run through, I mean, I am fine with it. I don't know if that one still points to Leaf lowering down really slowly. I don't know if his speed is in their vocabulary, but
Well,
When
I'm
I have to.
pretty fast. I can go through, tie a rope, just in case you fall unconscious. I can pull you through.
could you just maybe knock out whoever is casting the spell?
I could try.
Could you just bop him on the head?
I would love to. It would be a pleasure, actually.
Oh, Well, you shouldn't do it by yourself.
Okay, well, we will all run through it. It's a team building exercise.
Yeah. Don't go in there alone.
Well, how about this? I'll go in first. You can stay behind me, so I'm pretty big. Things don't hurt me as much anymore. I got a lot of scar tissue. It's like natural body armor.
Oh, nice.
You know.
Do you have any a rope on you so we can just knot each other together in case anything happens?
I do actually. I have 50 feet of it.
I think I have a bunch too if we need it.
Standard operations for D&D. It must have at least 50 feet of rope.
I know. I was like, I think I have 50 feet of rope too.
You have 50 feet of rope, and you have ball bearings. That's it. That's all you need.
Yes. And I will.
I have no clue what my character can do. Hold up.
I believe what I'm gonna do is cast a stone skin
All right.
myself. Does that cast it? Yes, it does. Okay.
All right. And that goes for 1 hour from now.
Yeah.
Does it look like stone skin on you? Does it look really cool?
No, it doesn't. It looks like a big cozy blanket like draped over my shoulders, but it like glitches and clips through my arms. It's not really there. It's just it
wasn't rendered properly.
It wasn't rendered properly at all.
It's still in
There's
early
a fault in the
access.
code.
It looked fine in the drafts, and then when
It's fine when you stand exactly like this.
yeah, and then as soon as I start moving,
But one line of code just
yeah,
didn't copyright.
It's
Exactly.
like SpongeBob versus the drawing of SpongeBob.
yes. But I do look cozy when I stand very still. So there's that.
All right. So what do you four do?
Are we all nodding together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can
I
do this.
don't wanna
I'm so
be in
ready.
I'll go first. I'll be in the front, kind of like a big old shield.
Aiden, do you have a preference? I can go second. I did not really get affected by the cold, so
Yeah, that sounds great.
you look very cozy.
Thank you. I would like to stay cozy if you
Alright.
don't mind.
I will go second then.
Okay.
What
Wonderful.
about the winter one?
I can fly.
That's
You-
good.
Cannot fly over this. You literally just tried that.
Yeah, but I can like build momentum. Yeah.
Okay, so it is just us, Cleason.
I feel like I should put a rope around them, but I'm going to ignore it.
Cannot make them do something they do not want. So if they want to fly and cast down in a bolt of lightning, then that is their choice.
You know, live life to the fullest, I say.
As the kids say, YOLO.
YOLO. A hashtag mood.
Hashtag mood.
Is the gate unlocked?
Yeah, the gate's open.
The gate's open. I will walk through the gate first.
You walk through, and it's like walking into a whole other world. There is snow and ice covering the ground along with rubble, and in a few places you see burn marks where lightning has struck. And 30 feet away, through the main gates of the Academy Tower, you see this elven figure in furs laughing at you, motioning you to come.
Oh, I hate that.
I would second that. I do not like that.
I don't like it.
I'm gonna like pull a little piece of copper from my pocket and like do the universal semantic components for the message cantrip. Hey dude. What's up? What's going on here?
Who are you doing it to?
The elven person, right? We can
Oh
see an elven
God!
person.
I thought it was us. I thought we were gonna be like,
Hey, what's up?
Are you past the gate doing this?
No. If we can see him, then I know it's gonna be cold.
Then Rora
death.
Kenkashi walked through.
Sorry.
Then Rora Kenkashi walked through. To everyone else, there's no man there.
Oh, I see.
I thought we were all walking through.
yeah, I
together.
thought we were all.
Yeah.
up
Yeah, okay.
here,
I'll
all
walk through as well.
three
Then
of
I'll walk
us.
through as well.
Yeah.
So then, looking at you, he puts his hands up and goes, "It's going to get cold out there," and puts the hand away and
Could it
walks deeper in.
Hung up on me.
Could everyone make me a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Do I see coming?
Huh?
Is it something that I can see coming?
It's the present winter around you. Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if I got advantage on it or not, because I have advantage on Dex if I can see it.
That is a 12.
Didn't need it.
I rolled it. Please, that was bad for me.
Dirty 20.
All right. And then Aiden.
Ooh.
For people who didn't make their save, please take 4 points of cold damage.
What's the DC?
DC is 15, sorry. So Scratticus and Leaf and Venrora, you're fine. Ayla, Alia, and Aiden, 4 points of damage.
Okay, that is halved because evasion.
Evasion. You're 25 feet away from the opening in the tower. And the door is fully open.
Can we untie and move faster?
Yeah, sure.
I'll take 2 daggers and just cut the rope and run.
Yeah, I'm also going to run. Is that elf still visible to us?
He walked further in.
He did.
He was
Okay.
visible for a moment, but now he's gone.
Okay.
Venrora will draw her greatsword and start running. Probably would pass the other people.
Yeah,
She
barbarian
has a speed of 45 feet, which is a little bit crazy.
Necessary, of course. You gotta go fast, right?
Yeah.
Leaf, what do you do?
I'd like to lean forward, put my arms behind my back, and just like float forward at 30 feet per second.
Like Naruto run very slowly.
But like my whole body's vertical. Horizontal rather. Because I'm flying. I'm not actually flying up, but you know, I am flying.
You're flying just forward with no like.
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
5 feet off the ground, so it doesn't look much like I'm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You all make it into this hall. And as you do, the doors close behind you. Who has dark vision?
123 Eyes of the Darkness, or whatever it's called. Eyes of the Dark.
You three.
You mean Devil's Sight?
No, Eyes of the Dark.
Yeah, I have it 60 feet.
Really? What is...
You
okay.
three see all around you the remnants of a school foyer. There were tapestries hanging from great alcoves. There were walkways and pathways at one point winding up and up. There was a grand fireplace in pristine condition in the center, and there were benches and chairs and small end tables that at one point were welcoming. But in here, you see a great bonfire in the middle of this dark room. And up above, you see something walking on the walls. A sort of feline figure, lithe and circling high above. You then hear a voice call out, "You know, I haven't had guests yet." I hadn't decided what to do with my new room, but I was thinking maybe I could make trophies. How do you all feel about trophies?
Maybe we should start with your head.
Oh, I like you're funny. You're funny. I think your head is prettier though. But I think I should go for someone else's first. What do you think?
I think you are trespassing, and you should leave before you get hurt.
The problem with you thinking I'm trespassing is that you think this still belongs to those mortal races outside. This belongs to us now. You've been very irresponsible children.
You know what? You're probably totally right. You know what? If you could just fill us in a little bit more, maybe we could, just learn about what this place is going to be turned into now that it's in the right hands.
I mean, to be fair, they are paying us in exposure outside, so really any deal is better at this point.
I mean, I think I've given you plenty of exposure already. But
Yeah,
I tell you what, if the half-orc, is that what we call you?
Sure. Yes. Yeah, you could call my name's Aiden.
Aiden.
Kind of rude.
I will carve that into the mantelpiece. If Aiden can hurt me, then I will tell you something else.
Cool.
Why
Yeah.
just her? Why just her?
Because she has spirits. Spirit I'm going to put on display when I put her on display.
You know what? I don't really have spirit. It's like more like a defense mechanism. It's something that comes out, but sure. You know what? I want to know more.
You start to hear this kind of whirring sound of something spinning.
Great. Okay.
Tell you what, whatever it is inside you, I'm sure I'll find out very soon.
Great.
And you see that large lithe figure up above jump down, and as it's hurtling towards the bonfire, you see this elf with gray skin and slightly grayer, darker hair hurtling towards you.
Okay, yeah,
You see that he is on this golden furred massive dog.
Great.
And as it gets closer and closer, you see it just... Oh, let me get the music back on. As it's getting closer and closer and closer, you see it blip from sight. And you see both the mount and the elf appear next to Aiden. Could someone please roll? Does anybody have Arcana?
I do. I have expertise.
Yes, I do.
I don't.
All right.
I do have an unsheathed weapon that I would love to hit something with, though.
You did
Also
roll?
fair.
I
Also
rolled
fair.
a natural one, and so did Diana. We are really bad at
You
this.
do have Arcana, technically. Yes.
Technically speaking, it is present.
It is there.
I believe. Yeah, I was pretty close to Aiden, so I would have loved to have hit that before we got anywhere near her.
It teleported.
Right,
Does
it like
everybody else-
next to me, right?
Huh?
It like appeared right next to me, kind of. It teleported
Yes.
right to there. Okay.
Leaf, do you have Arcana?
No, but I could roll it anyway. No, I don't. I have -1 in Arcana.
You could still technically make it.
I mean, I don't try to understand my god. I just use the magic he gives me.
You can come on, roll better than a nat 1.
I've already clicked it. I'm just waiting for Roll20 to catch up.
Oh my god!
Boom!
Leaf.
Natural 20?
Natural
Yes!
20.
Wow.
Leaf, you recognize this massive hound as a blink mastiff. Blink dogs that are bred and trained for war. And this is where we'll take a break.
Oh.
Well, everyone, we're going to take 5 minutes to bio refresh. Has it been that time? I can't believe the time's flown by, Paladin. Damn. We
Thank
are
you.
gonna. It's been good. Oh, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna stretch our legs, grab a drink, take a bio. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Remember to wash your hands and do the same, especially if you've been sitting with us for a while. Take a break. We'll see you very shortly. And welcome back, everyone. We are continuing here. We are trying to save this academy from some evil magic thing going on. I'll hand straight back over to Paladin.
So then, combat has started. Can we please? Okay. This elf starts swinging this double-headed glaive, looking at Aiden. All right, Aiden, your AC is 12.
It is 13 right now.
13. Okay, that is going to hurt. Please take 23 points of damage.
Oh. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. That's a hit.
Can you please roll me a wisdom saving throw?
I sure can. Hopefully. (16)
16.
Mm-hmm.
You feel yourself being torn to a different area, and then it stops, and you're able to stay in place.
So
Leaf.
I feel myself get pulled, but I don't go.
You don't go.
Okay.
Leaf, your turn.
Right, I know I can do so many things. Life's just so hard. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast!
All right.
And of course it leaps out of my body like cold energy. +2 because of my Rod of the Pact Keeper, but I couldn't figure out how to add it to my character sheet.
No worries.
29?
That doesn't be a hit. That hits.
3 force damage. Wait, is that everything? 1d10. Hang on. Hold on a second. That's not
It does
everything.
scale.
Well, no, because it's an individual raise. When Eldritch Blast scales, it's individual raise, so you have to roll to attack each one, and each one is 1d10.
It should have my charisma modifier added though because of my agonizing blast, of course.
Of course.
So that would mean that gets an extra 4 on it, so that should be plus. So that's 7.
All right.
Oh god, I don't think I've ever scaled Eldritch Blast before. Okay. 5th
The best way to
level.
play a warlock is when you
Fifth
can
level.
take one.
5th level. Got it. Well, so there's oh no, wait. So it's just free blast, or do I have to attack for each one?
You have to attack for each one.
Right, got it. So 14.
Miss.
Shit. 7 points of damage. That's my contribution.
And you said cold?
Cold damage, yeah.
You see it just kind of slide off of his furs.
Curse you.
Eldritch Blast is force damage, isn't it?
Oh, shit. Yeah, force damage.
Okay.
It just looks cold. Flavor.
Then 7 points of force damage. Don't curse yourself now. It's my job. Then Rora, your turn.
Right. We'll take my greatsword, and as my bonus action, I will enter into a rage
All right.
as the aura of a wolf shivers over my body. Because I am a passive totem warrior. Anybody happens to make a melee attack within 5 feet of me gets advantage.
All right.
So you know. And I will take both of my hits against is it the blink dog person in front of me?
Yep.
Okay.
It's both his Blink Mastiff and him.
Okay, I will take both hits on them. We'll do regular for now. No reckless. Ooh, that's a natural 20 on one of the hits, and a
Ooh.
natural 1 on the other, because
Alright.
that's life.
Natural 20 hits.
Okay.
Duality of man.
Duality of man. So it's 2d6
The stream is now going through its golf phase. Thank you.
It never left. We just started wearing colours.
6 points.
You revealed your inner darkness.
10.
I mean, if you look around the screen, I think Paladin, you're literally the only one wearing like color right now.
Okay, that's 13 points of damage. I rolled like crap on that piece.
On a crit?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 1.
That's a
And I-
shame.
Yeah, it's not great. And I don't think I have any other really cool bonus to it, so.
In response, he attempts to stab you.
Sure.
What, Tracy?
17.
Hit.
Okay.
Please take 15 points of slashing damage and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Halved, because I'm raging.
All right.
That's 7 points?
7. All right. And then wisdom saving throw?
Oh, wisdom saving throw. Shit. 14? I don't have a advantage or anything, right? No.
Don't think so. You
Okay.
get hit, and you feel suddenly something pulling at the base of your neck, and you feel yourself lifted, and you all see as Venrora is pulled slightly, blinks out of sight, and appears 20 feet above, 10 feet away, falling to the ground.
Oh, yay! This is gonna be fun.
You hit the ground. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Yep. That I can at least roll with advantage. Because I see the ground coming. Natural 20.
Please take 2 points of falling damage.
So 1 point?
1 point.
I rolled literally a 1 and a natural 20 again. It's hilarious.
Your dice have it out for you.
I know, it's really weird.
That brings us to Alia.
So I left the room about halfway through his monologue.
Okay.
What do I what do I find?
You find yourself in this kind of offshoot circular room. You can tell from the runes on the ground and the carvings on the wall that students would have used this as just a manipulation of gravity to pull themselves up higher to the tower. But the magic isn't working.
So this is an elevator, essentially.
Yes.
Can I figure out where the magic is supposed to be coming from?
You can? Arcana?
Roll 20, please. I have expertise in this. Roll 20, please. Let me be good at this. 22.
22. All right. That you can tell that the magic would have come from somewhere above. That's somewhere in this tower. There would have been some sort of arcane engine fueling different magics that made the tower function. But something is pausing that. What do you do with your move and bonus action?
How far away is this from the combat?
About 20 feet.
Okay. So bonus action dash into actually no. Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to dash, but I'll only move about 10 feet so I can stay within range, and then I'm going to my rock arm flares with red energy, and the entire thing just sort of shoots out from my body, and I'm going to use bolts from the grave on the rider.
All right.
Roll. Did it go? Okay, I don't think a 13 hits.
A 13 does not hit, no.
Okay, that's fine. Then my arm comes back, and I'm like, okay. And
You
then
fling out your bolts, and he uses his glaive as a kind of deflection as he leans to the side and hits him away.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna start flying upwards because I also have winged boots. So I'm just going up.
Important information. We have to know what your magic word is.
Is there a magic word?
Could be an activation
Go
word.
Power Rangers.
My favorite
No, it
one
just
so
says-
far ever has been someone who was like, "Thanks, Mom." It was a gift from them.
Oh yeah, I was in that game. No, it just says when you have these boots, you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed.
Shit! What?
Yeah. So I just start ascending.
Hey, DM.
Yes.
So I do have Brutal Critical, so I'm supposed to have one more damage die, so that's another 4 points on my damage.
All right. Please make sure to remember that in the future.
I absolutely will.
All right. So that brings us to the end of Alia's turn. Brings us to the Mastiff. The Mastiff opens its maw and goes to bite Leaf.
Yeah.
That's a sound.
Yeah.
What's your AC, Leaf?
I didn't even think about that being a possibility. 13.
13?
13.
Oof.
The Mastiff bites down onto your shoulder.
Ooh.
Please take... I'm sorry, because I know how much health you have. 26 points of damage.
That's fine. That's fine. Life is pain.
And you are grappled in its mouth.
But also... burn.
Oh?
Reaction. Okay, I thought it would... Hellish Rebuke. 5th level Warlock, so... Have...
I'm going to say he has disadvantage because you're literally in his mouth. All right. You burn the inside of this Blink Mastiff's mouth, and it howls with you still in its jaw as you burn the inside of its throat.
Yeah. I'm made of fire and ice.
The Mastiff crouches and jumps, and you all see it disappear, and then reappear 40 feet up, Leaf still in its mouth. The rider is still next to Aiden. Aiden, your turn.
I see this all happening around me. And I say, frankly, no. And I'm going to grab out and burning hands.
Burning hands?
Yes.
All right, DC?
Let's see. Dex 16.
Fail?
Okay, that is gonna be... I'm casting it at 4th level right now, so let's see. It's gonna be plus that. So, wow, not great, but 11 points of...
You blast fire into this elf's face, and his clothing catches fire, and you can see it sitting in his skin. Despite how weak the spell exited out, this is dealing more damage than you thought.
I let him burn, and then I am going to use my movement to... how far away from me are Leaf and Roar?
Leaf is 40 feet above you, and Roar is 10 feet away from you.
All right, I'm gonna just move about half my movement just away, and say, I did it.
He misses as he swipes at you with his glaive. That brings us to the top. He slams his glaive down into the stone, and he doesn't have that same kind of laughter that he had before. He looks irritated as he takes off the rest of his burning robes, and you see just leather armor underneath. Okay. Fine. We have been watching, and in 30 years, none of you have done anything to repair what you did. Your chancellor is the most sinful person in Veristorm. And so we are taking him and this tower away from all of you.
Fine. Frankly, that's fine. Is it necessary to harm anyone else?
Well, maybe the woman who put me on fire. And you see him grab his glaive and hurl it at you.
You asked me to, frankly, but I will do nothing. I will soak it.
All right. Please, oh Jesus. Please take 19 points of damage. As this glaive...
Crap!
What happened?
No, I'm just very hurt.
As this glaive slices into your torso, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
14.
You feel yourself being pulled. And you all see Aiden being tugged and then appear 20 feet up, 10 feet away, above the elf. Can you want me to dexterity saving throw?
Yes. Four.
You slam into the ground.
Mm.
Please take 5 points of falling damage and you are prone.
Stop! I told you. I just wanted to know information. I don't care if you take this place.
You see him take out a knife from his armor, and he looks at you. Sure, but it'll be a shame when this place floods because the river's no longer being held back. And he stabs downward at you. So I rolled double ones there.
Okay.
And he slams his dagger into the stone next to you as you recoil away. Leaf, your turn.
How is Aiden looking right now?
Aiden is bad. Aiden is real bad. She's probably gonna try to be futzing through her pockets for something right about now.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, from the dog's mouth, I'm not even gonna try and escape. Like, I suppose I could actually. No, I'm not going to. There's more pressing things. I'm gonna look to Aiden and be like, I bleed so that you can live, and cast Cure Wounds.
I hate this so much.
Please take 26 points of healing.
Wow. Brilliant.
Does your subclass allow you to cast Cure Wounds at range?
Oh,
Cure Wounds is a touch spell.
shit.
I took that right back off.
Yeah, no, take it straight back off again, because I also did not take the distance meta magic, so can I just touch myself with that instead? Can I keep that?
You can use, if you're a celestial warlock, you have healing light.
I know what I got.
Do you?
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
That is some shade.
Yeah, wow.
That's a
I
shame.
play with
I
you
think-
every week, Scrat. I made your subclass, and you don't know what you have.
I just came here to, have fun and stream for 13 hours, like.
No, you're here to be
You're
dragged.
so
You're here to be
attacked
dragged.
Yeah, so could I keep that cure wounds for me then?
Yes.
Fantastic.
And looking at it now, Healing Light is a bonus action with a range of 60 feet.
Cool. Would that cover
It will get you down to the distance to Aiden, yes.
Yeah, oh great. So then I'll do that then. Let's see, how many of these D6s have I got? Can I use them all at once?
1 plus your Warlock level. Your number of D6 equal to 1 plus your Warlock level. The maximum number you can spend at one time is your Charisma modifier.
Oh, so I can spend up to 4 at a time. Cool. So then, yeah, let's burn 4 of them. let's burn 4 of them on Aiden there, so that
That'd be helpful.
that line was too good. I can't go back on the I bleed so you can.
No,
line.
yeah, I that's in my head.
14.
All right, I'll take it, certainly.
That was
Also,
your
what's-
action.
And bonus
sorry.
action. What's your position on at will spells? Can I do that without any actions, or do I need to spend an action?
It'll be depend on the action question. They'll say what action it takes in its description.
Yeah, it's the armor of shadows, which I probably should have done before we entered the danger, but I'm an edgelord. And I realize it would be a nice thing to have now.
Yup. Unfortunately, it is cast at will as the spell, so you would need to have cast it beforehand to have it be free right now.
Lovely, cool, no worries.
Yep. And that brings us over to Venrora.
Right. Okay. I am going to hit that asshat that keeps hurting my friends. Do I have to move to get into range with them again? I will move whatever I need to get to them.
All right.
And I will take 2 attacks, both of them reckless.
Ooh, spicy.
Yes, which means you're going to get advantage on me. So that's a 30. That's a 22 for the
Hits.
first hit, and a 24 for the second hit.
Hit. I thought you were about to say 32, and I was about to start screaming incoherently.
All right. Ooh, okay. That's 17 plus 8 is 28 points of damage.
28 points of damage.
31 points of damage. I get
All
plus
right.
3 because of my rage, so 31 points of damage.
All those little ones add up.
Yeah.
In response, he's going to try and cut you with the knife.
Bring it on. He's got advantage.
Yes, oh god. So you are going to be cut on a
Okay.
crit. Please take 10 points of cold damage,
Okay, cold damage. All right.
and your speed is reduced by 10 feet for the next hour.
Okay. And none of that was slashing or bludgeoning damage?
Cold.
Just straight cold. And I have 35 feet of movement. Okay.
Yep. That brings us over to Alya.
So I thought about what my wings boots look like, and it's more like I'm sort of like jumping, like wall jumping up the way up this elevator.
All right.
But the every so often as I propel myself, there's like this burst of like curling shadow that sort of propels me as I like acrobatic leap up this tower. How tall is this?
Are you going just straight up?
Can I go sideways in the elevator? Or
No.
Okay.
Well, there are windows you could ostensibly burst out of into the main room.
I mean, as I go up, I'll just kind of keep peering like down wherever the hallways are, see if I see anything of interest. I'm just kind of trying to get to the source of things. Scrat, you made a face.
I did. Thank you very much, Amber Gawain, for the £100 donation. They haven't signified that they'd like us to all roll on the deck of many, but that is what happens on a £100 donation. So Amber, Amber, let us know if you'd like us to go ahead with that.
Also, what is it? What do I see as I go up? So like a floor, it's like 10 feet. How tall is the floor? How far can I go up?
How far are you moving up? What's your movement speed right now?
30 feet.
30 feet. You go up 30 feet, and you see that this floor goes up for another 20 feet. But up ahead, you see twisting vines in the next room, up above.
Okay.
The word from Amber in chat is we can either draw from the deck, or we can split it out as 20s, which would be 2 each, including 2 for you, Paladin.
I'll go with 20s.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get into the room with the vines.
Just gonna keep going up?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll use my cunning action to dash. My action to keep going.
You head further up, and you walk into this garden room. It looks like someone's been gathering up all these different potted plants and growing different herb gardens here, and flitting about between different potters and plants. You see this dryad attending to the plants and the vines.
Sorry. Hello. Sorry. The elevator was broken. I just wanted to.
She looks at you, screams, and runs into a vine,
Okay,
blending
that's
into
fair.
it.
That's fair. I
You
don't.
see her head kind of poking out, scared, and asks, "Who are you?"
So
And
my
going
name...
back down below.
Okay. Can you hear me when you're in there? Cause that's fine if you can. I can just keep talking. You don't have to come out.
We're up to the Blink Mastiff. The Blink Mastiff lets go of Leaf.
Oh, wait, am I 40 feet up?
Yes.
Do I still have my wing boots on?
Yes.
Oh, I just sort of drop a little. And, oh.
The Blink Dog tries to tackle you. The Blink Dog misses. And it lands on the ground a few feet away from Venrora. Aiden, your turn. You are prone and on the ground.
How far away is the elf from me?
The elf is right above you.
Great. Because I'm not super happy with him. I say, look, I just wanted to know. I don't give a shit, and you asked me to attack you. And I'm gonna try to cast Hold Person.
All right.
On at 5th level.
So what's the DC?
Wisdom 16.
Wisdom 16. That's a fun number. Pass.
Okay. And then I will just use my movement to stand.
All right. So in 5e, you just lose half your movement speed, so you have 15-foot movement left unless you have less than 30 feet of movement.
No, I'm just going to stand up because now I'm quite irritated.
All right. The elf looks at you and goes, I didn't want you to. I said if you could, I would tell you. And now you have. Besides, you're going to make a fine trophy. You see him reach out his hand to his left, and you see his glaive spinning through the air, hurtling towards him. Then Aurora, what's your AC?
17.
I rolled 4 times with a disadvantage, and I hit you once. I feel very ashamed about that. C5.
Does he still have? Does he get advantage without my reckless?
He has advantage because of the reckless.
But he already used it.
Oh, the nose expenditure. Then as this glaive hurtles towards him, you hear it in the air coming towards you, and you duck out of the way as he grabs it.
I couldn't have used my reaction to try and get it.
You want to.
Yeah.
It'll cut you if you fail.
Fair.
You want to try?
Yeah.
You are raging, so I believe you have advantage on this.
Is it a strength check or a dex check?
Strength check.
Yes, I do have advantage on that. I'm gonna do it. Screw it. Just straight strength.
Yeah.
18.
As it's about to land in his hand, you grab his glaive from the air. He looks incensed at this and goes to cut you with the knife, which you knock aside with the glaive. Leaf, your turn.
Right, I've just realized
I got
that I've used up all of my spell slots. Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take all of my frustrations and pour them into this eldritch blast at this hound.
That's a hit.
Use that advantage, damn it. And the second one. Oh. Yeah, 16.
That's a hit.
Oh, I should. Oh, why did I use advantages? Okay. So all hits, right? Okay, so.
Yep. That's 3d10 plus 12.
Yeah, so 9, 16, 24, 36.
36. Leave. You rain down eldritch arcane energy down onto this blink mastiff, and you see it perforate it, destroying the ground underneath as it falls to the ground and starts turning into leaves and petals. Gone.
In the end, it all just leaves on the wind.
I know where the 20s are going.
Oh,
Yeah, where my 20s are going.
Oh dear.
Then Rora. For the record, this double glaive has 2 ends to it. Each one deals 2d6 plus strength modifier plus 2.
Okay. I'll stow the greatsword and wielding his glaive, take both attacks on him reckless. What is the modifier? What do you... Oh, I just add my... I'm just gonna...
It's a melee attack roll.
So just... Okay.
Strength and proficiency.
22.
Hits.
Okay. And then the other hit is a higher 23.
Hits.
So 2d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus strength plus bonuses from your rage plus 2.
10, 12, 15 for the first hit. $15 from the second hit, so 30 total.
30 total. Putting your greatsword away, you come back with his own weapon and cut twice, severing his right arm and head and half his torso away from the rest of him. And as he disintegrates into leaves and petals, he looks at you, laughing, and says, "One day I'll be back for that." And he's gone.
And just to the wind, I'll go, this will be a fine trophy on my wall.
Combat is over. What do you do?
We should move on, I guess.
I feel like there's still more work to do.
There are never winners in battle.
Yeah, certainly not this time. Well, we still haven't figured out what to do about this campus.
Do you think the danger is gone? Is it just that guy?
Probably not. Where's
Alia?
Alia! This dryad is looking at you, peeking from inside this vine.
If I can, there's floor here, right? I can land?
Yes, there is.
All right. I want to conserve my flying speed. Hello? Sorry, are these your plants?
Well, they are now.
Were they not your plants before?
Well, they weren't before they brought me here. And now it's going to be my garden.
Oh.
As long as I tend to the vines.
As long as you tend to the vines. Do you know what's the vine? Well, do you Sorry, hi. I'm just sort of exploring, just sort of scoping things out. Just out of curiosity. Where did you come from?
Oh. Well, the garden. I came from the garden, and now I'm here to make a smaller garden.
The garden with a capital G.
What's a capital?
Okay, fair. So, I'm gonna actually take like a seat, like sit cross-legged, like in front of her, in like the most like non-threatening manner.
Are you with the others?
The others, you mean the ones that are fighting downstairs, or the ones who, the one on the dog?
No. Are Yavatrost and Petalgard okay?
I don't know. Last I saw, and I'm gonna make a motion of looking down the shaft of the elevator.
They're the ones who thought about me first, and they're my friends. They're very nice.
Oops.
Ollie doesn't know what happened downstairs. I am sure they are. They're probably fine. They look very capable, very strong. Which one was which one was which?
Well, Yavatrost rides Petalgard.
Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah, they were having fun.
I'm glad.
Yeah, they were having. It was a great time. I was just sort of.
Can you roll me a deception check?
Yes, I can. Oh, I was gonna use an advantage, but it's fine. I don't really. It's a 19.
I want you to know I got a 17 on insight. Okay. Well.
To be fair, I'm not really lying. They did seem nice.
They're very nice. I get to play with Petalgard when Yavatrost is busy.
What does Yavatrost do when they are busy?
We're usually hunting down displacer beasts. They're vermin.
Okay. That's fair.
But
yeah.
sometimes he's hunting down the faculty still here.
Oh, yeah, I saw a couple who had made it outside of the gate. You do not like them, do you?
Oh no, they want to take away my garden, and they weren't taking care of these plants, and now they're mine.
Right, yes.
Who are you?
Well, my name's Alia. I've got a little bit of a gift myself, and I raised my stone arm.
I see.
Looking for, let's just say I am looking for compatriots. Somehow I managed to secure an invitation here. So,
are you here to meet Matron?
Possibly. Does that ring a bell for me? I know of exactly one god, so I'm sorry.
Not at all, no.
Okay. Possibly? I don't get a lot of, my friend doesn't message me often, so.
Oh. Well, if you're here by invitation, and it wasn't by Matron, you have to meet the Matron.
Well, all right. Would it be okay if my friends came with me? They all, I will make sure they don't do anything, unseemly, of course.
Are they downstairs?
I think so. I said, I left before I could really. They were talking with what is it? Your and the one who rides Petalgard. They were talking with him.
Then I'll go get them.
I think they should be.
You see her disappear back into the vines.
Okay, I'm gonna keep walking.
From this floor, there are 4 exits out of here. The one you came in, and 3 heading outside. You notice now for the first time that there's a very light drizzle up here. a very warm rain. And there are vines creeping in and out of the openings to the outside.
Okay.
Down below, what are you doing?
What exits are here besides the one we came in through? What else? Is it just the one exit?
There's the one entrance you came in. There are 2 side doors, and a kind of opening that you saw Alia near before she disappeared.
Yeah. I'm gonna say we follow her. We need as many people as possible.
Yeah.
You also to hear echoing in the chamber. Petal guard! Petal guard! And you see this dryad woman poke out of some of the vines that were covering the back wall. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Have you seen Petal guard? He's a big dog.
Oh, he just came through and ran about. I'm not sure which direction. Sorry.
Perception
Went
check,
with the
please.
breeze.
Ooh.
This is gonna be so bad. Why would I say that?
Oof! He went that way.
That way.
I want you to know that I'm playing an NPC who has a +10 to insight checks, and I rolled a 1.
Fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure he'll come back. Where's the Albatross?
Oh, albatross.
Yeah.
I kind of look at my companion's albatross.
Yeah, you're holding his glaive. Where'd he go?
I am? I'm not. No.
Venrora is.
Aurora is. Ooh. Ah.
It's almost as if you're holding a murder weapon in a game of Clue.
Yeah. Also, the murder weapon has left bloody marks on all of us. We all look a little. I won it. We dueled for it, and I won, and then they left.
Oh, where'd they go?
Didn't say.
Oh,
They said they'd
they're
be
probably
back,
outside. They're probably outside eating some of the students.
Eating some of the students.
Yeah, Petal Guard's still growing, and he needs to eat.
Right.
Yes.
And who are you?
Oh, hi. She steps out of the vines and walks forward to you with a hand outstretched to shake your hand. She grabs it, and this woman has this very bark-like texture to her skin. I'm Delnira.
Venrora.
She has not let go. She is still shaking your hand.
Very firm grip you have
Thank
there.
you. I'm practicing.
Practice. Do you not get much interaction?
Well, I didn't used to, but now I do. I have all kinds of plants now. I have a garden. The matron says I can have all the plants here, as long as I keep the vines growing.
And who is matron?
Matron's matron. Do you not know matron either?
I'm afraid you have me at a loss.
Who here knows matron? How did you get in here?
We walked in.
You walked? Okay, so you're not students. Okay.
No, we're not students.
Okay. Then Petal Guard won't eat you.
Right.
Great.
She's still shaking your hand, yes.
Yep. I'm sorry, you have me very confused. What is your purpose here outside of tending to the garden? Were you promised something?
Yeah.
Do you wish violence on others?
She's still shaking your hand and looks at you.
Yep.
Why would you ask that?
Just because it seems that friends seem to want violence, and
yeah, it's because mortals are irresponsible.
I'm gonna kind of walk over to her and gently put my hand on their hands and say, don't worry, I am also new at the handshaking thing, it turns out it's only supposed to be like 1 or 2 shakes, and then that's it. It's like it's weird because nobody ever tells you that that's the rule, but you're just supposed to figure it out. And I'm
Yovatrar
sorry.
said 1 hour.
I'm sorry. It's like really weird to figure out because nobody actually it's not written down anywhere, but apparently it's just 1, 2, and that's it.
Well, I think you're right, but I don't want to be wrong. And you see her just kind of step away from Venrora, and she kind of, like taking off a glove, takes her hand out of the hand that's holding Venrora. And she still has both of her limbs, but Venrora's holding this now removed third arm, made of bark. That's for you.
Oh.
Now, if you just kind of walked in, you have to meet Matron, because she doesn't want people here unless they're supposed to be here.
Where would we go to find her?
Oh, up.
Up. Okay. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Do you need help going up?
No, we'll find our way.
Okay.
I'm very appreciative.
Because if you don't need my help, you have to be very quiet.
Aurora, Aiden, take my hands.
The Dryad screams, hearing you, and goes, "How long have you been there?"
I'll just look over at Leaf.
I'm everywhere and nowhere.
That's lovely. Did you write that?
Not yet. But
Oh, you should before you forget it. You all die really fast, so you might forget it before you die. Are you here to meet the matron? Does the matron know you?
the matron does know me, in fact.
Can you roll me a deception check on that?
Yep.
Yes, I can. Yeah! Fuck!
She looks at you and kind of just goes, "You don't have to lie if you don't know the matron. She's a very hard person to meet. And maybe you're just not good enough to know her yet."
Oh, yeah.
I get embarrassed, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, if he has the soul of a poet, it makes sense that he's shy. He's gonna die soon. He's sensitive. I mean, the world's out to get him.
I think you're preaching to the choir. But I think we should be on our way to try to find her then.
Of course. Well, are you sneaky? Are you quiet?
I can be.
Well, can or are. They're two different things.
I am a little
Are you
stuffy.
sure?
Yes.
Because if you can't, then you're gonna get killed.
Okay. Why?
Uh,
Is it like a nuisance, like a noise complaint?
Oh, no. Matron brought her pet. It's flying outside.
A pet?
Right now, it just shoots anyone who tries to fly in here with lightning, but if it sees anyone nearby, it does something more. And I mean, if you think you're okay with that, then by all means, he needs a friend.
Okay.
Do you want to be
Is
friends with him?
Is it a beast of some sort?
Yeah.
Well,
Matron can talk to elementals.
Maybe the matron and I will get along. I can talk to animals. I can talk to beasts.
Oh, well, that's not the same, but good effort. Yeah.
Well,
Maybe one day if you don't die.
All right. Well, fair.
But if you like, I can take you up top.
I maybe having a guide, Aiden.
I wasn't trying to go there this fast, but you know what? You're right. We should get there. Have you seen we're actually down one right now. We should probably all be together when we meet her.
Are you talking about the woman with the rock arm?
Oh,
Indeed.
Oh,
believe
she's
that
upstairs.
is her, yeah.
I already met her.
Oh, how nice. That's
Yeah, I already took care of her.
Oh.
What does that mean?
I took care of her.
Is
I gave her a place in my hearth and home, and she's up there right now.
good.
Why do you look so scared?
No, it's fine. It's just that we should all go together because we came together to meet Matron. So maybe if you could take us to her first and we'll go meet Matron with you.
Well, sure, okay.
I
Now take my
appreciate-
hand. Let's make a line.
Good.
Another one? You want me to take another one?
Do you want another one?
No.
Why are you still holding that one?
You told me.
It's been an hour.
It's been an hour?
Yeah.
It's been an hour? Has it
moves-
been an hour?
Time moves faster out there. It's already been an hour.
What do I do with it?
Well, it's bark. You can drop it. It'll decompose.
I'll gently place it down.
Oh, you're sweet.
Well, yeah, we should definitely go.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's make a line. She holds out her hand to anyone who grabs it first.
I'm not touching that.
I will.
I make my own way. Fluttering upwards.
Oh, he's beautiful. Is he always like that?
Apparently.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky.
Hmm?
Now you take her hand if you don't want to hold my hand. Now come along, and she starts walking towards one of the vines.
Okay.
And she
Okay.
heads into it. You see her form just melting into it, and you see your hand being pulled into it, and you are in this warm, pleasant sensation, which is immediately halted as you are shoved out into this room where you see Alia. In this circular room, there are vines heading into 3 portals out, and it's raining in here.
What does Alia look like? Is she fine and independent, or is she in any sort of?
Have I been taken care of?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
after a while, some
Have you
food
been
showed
taken
up
care
from
of?
the ground. Just breads and wines. You're not really sure how or where, but they're here and they are soggy.
I also don't need to eat, I think.
They do not know that.
I know, but I'm just gonna be like looking at it appreciatively, like, oh, that's very sweet. Oh, hi! You all
Leaf,
made it up.
Oh,
eventually
you're
you make your way up as well.
good. Alia, we're going
Yes.
to meet the matron.
Yes, did what is it? The one in the tree fill you in?
Yes, she's been very
What's-
accommodating.
What happened to the petal guard and the rider?
Oh, they left. They
They're
went.
fine. Great,
are
Yes,
fine.
they're absolutely 100% fine.
great.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
sorry, I couldn't really. Monologuing isn't really my speed. So I figured I'd go ahead and see if I could get any headway. So Matron, yes?
Yes, we're going there.
Hello, Leaf. You can come in.
The woman, Delmira, is still holding on their hands and just kind of like swinging them back and forth, just like, looking at the different hands as she swings them back and forth.
Do you
You know-
like it here?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Do you like it here?
I like it a whole lot, yes.
Where were you before?
Oh, I was in the garden.
Did you like it there?
It's okay. But I couldn't make anything because I was so packed there, but with this place, I can make a whole new thing by myself.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, it's very important to you to have a place to make and grow your plants and trees and flowers and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I think that's nice.
It'd be a shame if someone took it away.
Yeah, I think that anyone who wanted to do that would be very silly, and I think in fact you should be given even a bigger place to make more plants and flowers.
Well, this is just the first stop. There are other places, other academies, other people who have sinned.
Temples and graveyards.
Well, not graveyards. Everybody there has already died, so what's the point of that?
Temples?
Some temples, but most of them are gone now since the gods left.
Yeah.
Hey, you might as well learn to accept that, like, loss is a part of life. You're a plant, right? You know about life and death. Like, new trees can't grow without dead trees. You don't always get everything you want. You might get kicked out of this place eventually.
That's wonderful. But I won't lose it once we take it, so it's fine.
You mean you have not already taken it? I thought you seem to have made yourself quite a bit of a home here.
Well, we planted a seed and now it has to grow. When the vines get tall enough, it'll pull us into the Feywild.
Oh, I understand.
Wild.
Mm-hmm. It'll take us, the tower, people who are nearby. It'll be wonderful.
I have a question.
Oh, you go first.
Mm-hmm.
Why punish instead of teach?
I'm fuzzy on this one, but Matron said that you had 30 years to learn and then you didn't. Your Chancellor didn't learn anything and he didn't do any better, so we're taking his toys away. Which is great, because now I get to have them.
So, a scenario. You are in a position, and
I'm in this position.
There are many innocent people around you. Would you punish them for the sins of one?
No.
Happens every day.
But I would hurt that one a whole lot.
If one could be taken out of power, would others be shown mercy?
I can see what you're getting at, but they were already shown mercy. They were put out.
But they've been eaten by your friend Pedogard.
No, just the ones who made it back inside before Yovatros put in the second guard.
But it's their home.
Well, that's their Chancellor's fault then.
So you are punishing the many for the sins of one?
Well, no, we forgave them the one sin and they keep coming back, and that's a whole new sin entirely.
Did you tell them what they did wrong?
Not me, but Yovatros said he did.
Okay, fair enough.
Are we gonna meet the matron?
I guess.
Yeah.
Personally, I would like to.
Okay. You're all wonderful.
You are too. One last thing before we go, though. The Chancellor is the one at fault.
Yes.
Really.
He's one of them. He's one of the people who summoned. You know, the big one, the bad one.
And do you have the Chancellor yet?
He's upstairs.
Great.
Good.
Listen.
I remember. DM, quick question.
Yes.
My patron, we talked about them. Where do I know in relation to my patron in relation to like the big event that happened 30 years ago?
You don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone hold hands.
Of course.
Do you want the human one or the stone one? Does anyone have a preference?
The stone
I'll
one.
take the stone one. All right, I'll let you have it.
I will hold it.
She lets go of Aurora's hand and like reaches over her shoulder to grab your hand, Alia.
I mean, I can also detach my arm if you do not need to hold it.
I can do that too.
Don't do it again.
Both of us detach our arms.
No, I can't. No.
Oh, sorry, is this weird? I will put this back. You wanted to hold it.
Are we
I
all
gave
holding
you-
hands?
Yes.
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 She whispers into Aiden's ear, can I hold their hand? She says, nodding over towards Leaf.
Oh, well, I can't answer that.
Leaf, come on, join the friendship circle. It is very invigorating.
Leaf, it's extremely it's an expression of inner darkness to express this kind of physical affection with an elemental creature. It really it speaks to your depth to do so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Trying to manipulate it. No, it's okay. I'll hold.
God, it's working.
As she holds on to Leaf's hand, she just smiles even wider. Okay, everyone ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
And she
Okay,
walks you all. No, she says as she disappears into the vines, bring you all with her. It takes time for you to travel upwards and upwards and upwards. Please treat this as a short rest
Oh,
Oh,
as
awesome.
you climb up the tower more and more and more.
Is my walking speed back to normal?
Yes.
Sweet.
you warlocks get their spell slots back after a short rest. I play warlocks way too often.
Like all of them or just some of them?
All of them.
All of them.
Nice. Awesome. Cool.
You rise up, and eventually you're let out onto a platform impossibly high at the edge of the clouds. Looking to the side, you can see that great flying winged cloud eel down below, sparking lightning out towards the crowds. In front of you, you see this archway, and you see this older tiefling man bound to it, an obsidian spike going through his hands. As you see this blue and purple energy being siphoned out of him. And before him, you see a woman dressed elegantly, that same style of gray as that man down below. She is sitting in a chair and stands and looks at you. Delmira walks up ahead, bringing you all along with her, goes, "Matron, I found friends." And the woman looks at Delmira, and you see her smile. "Good job, Delmira. Matron is very proud of you." And you see bursts of fire come out from her hands, 8 in succession.
At Delmira?
One moment. And you see Delmira burst into petals and ash. And you are left alone on this platform with her.
Was that really necessary?
She'll come back. I wanted to have a private talk with you for.
Oh.
What's your aim here? Are you here to save him?
Well, I don't know. Frankly, we don't seem to correctly understand this situation. We don't want anybody else hurt, but I don't particularly care about who owns this campus. I just want to know more about what is actually happening here.
She walks over to the tiefling bound by the obsidian spike, and pulls up his head by the hair. This man is one of 14 who summoned the Nemesis. Such a short life, and he hurt so many people. He hurt your kind, he hurt my realm, he hurt generations and generations forever. Him and so many others will never be okay because of what he did. And he loves this school very much. I will give him that. He loves this place with all his heart. So before he dies, our intention is to rip out his heart by taking his academy from everyone.
Cold.
I don't know where the rest of his knowledge is, but I suspect it's in this place, and I don't trust it to remain here.
And that
So-
is why you are taking it to the Feywild.
It's why I'm taking everything to the Feywild.
And in turn, flooding an entire town of innocents.
Just this quarter.
Well, is there some way we can convince you to just take him and his school and let everybody else live?
And the books, you could probably take the books. I doubt any
No,
students
take
are
the
actually
books.
actually reading them. They are far too expensive.
Do you trust a mage not to have secrets in his own library? In the cellars of his home?
Okay, well, we can go. You can send us to his home, and we can go raid it. I am incredibly good at finding things. I can also go raid the library. We can burn it. There's a lot of things we can do.
Persuasion check.
I'm somewhat okay at that. Oh god, 24.
24. She looks at you, and you can see that from the barest look of her eyes, she has contempt for you.
Oh,
So you would burn every book? What about the children who have already read them?
they will forget.
Will they? Mages are sinful, vile things. When they have learned from such a foul man. And at that, she accents that by slamming the Chancellor's head into the ground.
So, tell us then. We just want to minimize at this point. How many people have to die? Frankly, I have no allegiance to this man or this campus, so
Yeah, same.
whatever you need in that regard is kind of fine by me, but I would like to limit in any way that I can by whatever action I can.
Then I would need every scrap of knowledge, every child who read from him, who learned from him, to come with me.
Oh, just
I don't
take-
care about the stone. I care about not letting them summon him again.
I mean, if you make a new school in the Feywild and actually teach them, good things instead of whatever the Sassel taught him, that is probably fine as long as you give them a place to stay.
That I
Yeah.
can do.
I've lived in the Feywild. Not
You
always supposed-
have?
I have a dark and mysterious past. You may not know some things about me.
We all turn and look at Leaf like, the hell?
For those of you who aren't aware of something and coming in very late, Leaf is a middle school yearbook signing.
Was it nice there?
No. Cold.
I feel
My father would dote on me, give me all this nice stuff that he'd steal from mortals.
Oh.
that seems very nice actually. Why can't
seems
I have
quite
that
nice.
parent? Yeah, that seems great.
I don't understand how are you supposed to feel pain under that kind of pressure.
Roar, what do you
I have died.
You wouldn't
Roar,
understand.
what do you think we should do?
I think we should fight her.
I
I think that I'm not willing to sacrifice children to fate they have no choice in, just because of one man's transgressions and one
It was
person's
more like
belief.
14 people's transgressions, to be fair. It was
I
a
would
lot of
kill
people.
him and raise the others. They would not die. Would just be taught better.
I just got a hype train running in chat. Thank you.
Would they be free? Would they?
When they have learned better.
It would be like schooling. It would be like an academy, like going away to an academy, like I was sent when I was young.
Sure. And when they are better than him, they can come back.
I mean, looking at that one, it is probably easy to be better than him. Look at him, he is pathetic.
I'm okay with it if it's safe for everybody else.
I am okay as long as the other students minimize how many people die. It is an unpleasant experience.
I don't want anybody else to die. Him, I don't care if he caused this. That's one thing.
How do you know? You only have this person's word for it.
Do you want to come as well to know for certain?
No.
She's looking at Leaf.
I've got nothing to lose.
Then you will raise the children if we are in the
Oh
pod.
god, do not put that one in charge of raising children.
Would you do a better job?
No!
Then who are you to say that he would do worse?
I know what is worse because I am definitely worse. I've died. They have not. So I've just spent enough. I've spent what, 5 minutes with them.
You're,
With them, they are.
a bit of a
Then-
microaggression check there against the living.
I'll go with them.
Honestly, I trust them. I trust her more than anyone else here to
This
be a
is-
parent.
Way too much of a decision to make right now. And I'm gonna cast banishment on her.
Oh shit!
Panic!
I need to think as what I say, and I just expend that spell slot. That's a charisma 16.
That's the DC?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my 20.
You can't. Can you do that after you roll?
He's the DM. He can do what he wants.
He can do what he wants.
No, explain the rules. I just feel like I have a 20.
You have a 20. You have a 20. That's totally fine.
You can think now. Do the children come with me to learn better? Or do we fight here now?
If I don't have a chance to think, then I'm not willing to make that choice. What about you? Looking at Roar and Leaf and Alia.
I'll just draw my great club as answer.
All right.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
I'll hold out my hand, and there is a flash of like a fleur-de-lis of black, and it is a blade appears, but the blade itself sort of ignites with this sort of reddish glow. All right, I have not gotten my workout in for today. Let's give this a go. I have killed one god, I can probably kill another.
The woman looks disheartened and looks at you, Venrora. You see the portal behind her flash open, and beyond it you see verdant green and rolling hills and a wind pulling everything in. She shouts above the wind and yells, "And what is your choice?"
Look to the other three. I'm always down for a fight. But
this...
I could.
Oh,
But I could go and I could protect them and we could avoid all of this. I'm willing to make that sacrifice. But if all you want to do is fight, then I will fight with you.
Oh, you keep trying to sacrifice yourself for me. Why won't you let me just feel pain?
She holds out her hand to you, Venrora, and says, I will teach them better. You can help me teach them better.
Everybody here has to remain safe. No more blood is spilt. I want your word.
Not one by my hand.
That is a loophole.
By yours or any others?
Repeat that for me.
By yours or any others?
By none under my command.
That is also another loophole.
As she takes your hand, Venrora, you feel yourself being pulled in. You can hear some sounds of shouting below as this platform falls away from you all. And you see some students rushing up towards the portal. The vines begin to fall. The platforms begin to fall. Venrora and the woman disappear in the portal with the students, and a flood of books. And as Leaf, Alia, and Aiden fall to the ground, will end.
Wow.
Ah! Well, everyone, oh my goodness, what an experience. So before we go around and say goodbye to everyone, quick shout out to our sponsors. Then we're going to take, we'll do sponsors, talk with everyone around the table. Then we'll set up a 20-minute break to get the last streaming session. That level 2 hype train we just got, I will chuck all those disadvantages on the next DM who comes in. Yeah, that'll be the thing. So, sponsors, check out Hero Forge. I'm not typing. Hero Forge, here on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. EDT. Mage Hand Press, here on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EDT. Check out the Deck of Many, here on Thursdays at 6 p.m. EDT. And check out Dungeon Fog, where you can get all of your maps made and all of that good stuff. Let's go round. Let's go first. We'll go the other way around and start with Crit Charisma Kaya.
Well, hey there, everybody. Kai Gasson here. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Crit Charisma. I live only here. I run a game on Tuesdays. It's called In the Light of the Moon, Werewolf Monster of the Week game. We were going to be back this Tuesday. We were here last Tuesday because I've been moving. This was a whole lot of fun. It's been an honor to play with all of you. I have watched you from afar for very long, and it's been really cool to be like, oh, I'm going to fight with you guys. It's been really awesome. So thanks for that. This was awesome. Yeah, good to meet.
Yeah. And, oh yeah, I should do your shout outs and stuff. And next round we have Diana as Super Dylan.
Hello. Hi. I'm Super Dylan. Diana, Super Dylan everywhere on all of the internets. And you can find me on Twitter where I spend most of my days. And you can watch the skies or my Twitter for the release of the Neverland D&D setting, which is coming out next week. And that's it.
Do you have a link to that you could throw in chat for us?
I don't. I will have a link for you as soon as it is done, which is very soon.
I love that. I love that. Next round we have Mackenzie Lane.
Oh, hi! I'm Mackenzie Lane Day on Twitter. I'm an independent TTRPG content creator, so you can find me as the DM every Wednesday for the Mage Hand Press Sponsors game, where I take both the wonderful Scratticus and the lovely HTTPaladin, that's too many T's, HTTPaladin, through the wild and fun experience of the Feywild. They may have been arrested. It's fun. You can also find me over on D&D Beyond. You can check out my stuff over with MCDM for Kingdoms and Warfare. You can find my stuff on DM's Guild. The College of Acapella, which I edited with the wonderful Critical Bard, is a copper bestseller, almost approaching silver. It should approach silver. It's very good. And yeah, that's it. This was so much fun. I love my sassy French rogue warlock, and I want to play her again.
Fantastic. And the DM of the hour, thank you so much, HTTPaladin.
Hi, I'm HTTPaladin. You can find me on Twitter under HTTPaladin. I'm the co-director for the Islands of Sina Una, and Scrat has been kind enough to let me DM for you all today. Hope you all have a good night.
Indeed. So everyone, thank you so much, Paladin. It's been amazing. I am going to get our. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm gonna run some credits and stuff. So if you've enjoyed all of the music that's been playing today, you'll see all of the Creative Commons attributions in there, alongside all the other things that we do. And we will be back in. I'm gonna put 25 minutes on the clock, I think, because it's the last stream. I'm probably tireder than I realize. And we'll be back in 25 minutes with our next stream by Table Gamesmith. We'll see you very soon. Bye.